Text Prison Stories. It's your boy Tim Snow back here with a special one. I'm really honored right here. We got somebody that a lot of people been asking for. It's not that easy to get sometimes, but we got a special guest right here. We got my man AR-15, a real one. I met him in the feds. Somebody that I have a lot of respect for. We've been friends ever since, but I wasn't too sure about it when I first met him. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did a story where I talk about me and Big C and where I got jumped on in Beaumont and how everything went wrong. So if you didn't watch that one, make sure you do. But what we didn't talk about is after I got out the shoe in the next compound that I went to, I literally had about maybe 10 months left, something like that, 9, 10 months left. I had a broke shoulder. I'm not knowing what the hell's going on. In prison, a lot of times you have problems on one compound, it follows you to the next one and everything like that. So I'm literally told, Snow, pack your stuff up. You're going to FDC Houston over there with all the guys. So think about this. I literally had problems with Tango Blast guys, and now they're telling me you're sending me back to Houston, where I know it's going to be a lot of them. So on the bus ride, I'm paranoid. Honest to God, I'm paranoid as hell because I got a broken shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm in a sling, and I'm just not knowing what to expect. Okay, so as I get to the front door, I literally take the sling off and throw it in the trash can. The law asked, "What are you doing?" I said, "Man, I ain't going in there like that." And I had to think about it. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it, but the whole way over, I told myself, "Man, throw that away and just go in and act normal so nobody will try you." Okay, so when I walk in FDC Houston, two things happen right away. First of all, everybody gets real, real quiet. Yep. They want to see who you are. Then you start peeping out who everybody is. So I literally see this guy right here on the right. I can tell already, first 10 seconds, probably he's the one running everything for them. You know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting in the middle. Everybody got their chairs around him. It's just, you can just see this high respect level. So I peeped that out first. Then I look over to the black side, and I'm like, well, who's over there? And I'll be damned if I didn't see Glenn Ray. Shout out to Glenn Ray. Glenn Ray was my cellie at the medium at first. That was my first cellie. When I tell the story about the guy that was real weird about cleaning the cell, and I had to chase Glenn Ray around the day room just to ask him could I move in, and he was literally avoiding me. Okay, so when I get to FDC, I see Glenn Ray, so it's a happy moment. I'm like, okay, well, I got one guy here that at least knows who I am, and he can tell everybody who I am. So it was cool. It was a good feeling. All right. So as I'm standing there, literally, here comes AR though, and he's like trying to see who I am, trying to see if I'm one of his homeboys or whatever. And he tells me, "Yo, the woods are over there." I'm like, "Nah, homie, that ain't how it goes." Not for me anyway. Yeah. You remember that, AR?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember.
What was y'all thinking when I said that? Because I was the only one in there like that. Was y'all tripping out, or was y'all like, "Oh"?
I wasn't tripping because I remember what's his name from the medium with the braids, white boy.
Ty White.
Yeah, Ty White. So I knew, I knew it was like that. So I wasn't tripping. That's why I said, "Oh, okay, bet." Then you want to go this way then.
Right. Yeah. So we do that. I get everything situated. I'm still nervous as hell talking to him. I go talk to Glenn Ray, talk to everybody. And I say, man, I just need to get this out the way, straight up. Because I asked Glenn Ray, what's up with that dude that's running shit? Glenn say, man, he's cool. He's fair. He's all right, dude. We like him. I said, all right, then, cool. So I literally go, now I'm nervous again. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I got the broke shoulder. AR got nice size on him. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
bigger than too. Yeah, I was bigger than, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was big as hell. So literally, I have to tap him on his shoulder and be like, homie, I need to talk to you, man. He's like, what's up? I say, nah, bro, I need to talk to you in the cell. Like, literally just me and you. And see, when you tell a man something like, I need to talk to him in the cell or something like that, that's usually not a good sign. You know what I mean? It's really you might want to fight. You never know. You don't know this man. So AR said, no problem, my cell or yours. And I'm like, oh, shit, he's ready for whatever. I recognize that immediately. Like, yeah, he ain't intimidated or scared or nothing. So I'll say your cell, homie. And I said your cell, AR, because I didn't want you to think I was being aggressive like that. You understand? But I need to get
that. I felt that. Yeah. I can feel your vibe too, though. Yeah.
Right. I'm going to AR cell then. Let's go talk. And when we walking over there, every eye in the place is on us now, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about, I'm just get here. Now, why is this dude that's this white crib even want to take him in the cell? That's just against all politics. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
when we get in there, he's like, "What's up, man?" Kind of backs up a little. I'm like, "Shit, it's not like that, homie." I said, "I need to talk to you." And he said, "Well, what's going on?" I say, "Well," I say, "I'll be honest with you. At the last spot, I got into it with your homies, man." I say they smashed me. I say it was pretty bad. I say then I had a homie stand up and take revenge and all kind of shit. I say it ended real ugly. And I just want to know, is that over with? Or are we gonna keep going? I say, I just need to know right now. And you just tell them what you told me, AR.
I told you that shit stays there. I mean, we about going home over here, dog. Everybody's about to get out. You know, we had at that time I was less than 16 months from going home, man. On doing 6 years. So yeah, I wasn't about doing that time anymore, bro. Not
Right.
anymore. And I didn't get I knew it wasn't about when you told me to, you also told me about Mono too. So that was another thing that made me say, oh, okay, well, Mono, you know what I mean? He ain't worried about it. He trying to make it right with you for whatever reason for smashing you. Then I knew something, it was his bad. That shit had to stay there. I wasn't about to follow that shit.
Right. So see, listen, he literally did the right thing and said, nah, it's over with, homie.
Yeah.
Because we were all like he said, 16 months. I was probably 10 months out the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when he told me that, we talked for a while. Hell, we stayed in the cell and actually talked for a long
Yeah.
time and kind of bonded that day right then.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
we've been friends ever since, just
Yep.
mutual respect. But something I started noticing here is the respect level that you had, AR, was unbelievable in there. I said, man, for this to be a place where everybody's going home, why they treating AR like he's the godfather or something? You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand. I mean, I guess it just is what it is. You had that level. You know what I'm saying? You carried yourself like that, but these people gonna trip out when I tell them what I seen on the rec yard. This man here is a trained MMA fighter, y'all. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, all kind of stuff. He's cold with his hands, wrestling, choking, whatever he's got to do, break your bones. And AR had the damn Hispanics out on the rec yard teaching them everything. I mean, every day giving them lessons. And I said, man, this is crazy. So again, I'm thinking if we have any problem now, we got 50 trained Hispanics here fixing the ground and pound our ass. What are we gonna do? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
nobody wanted to kill nobody. We're all trying to,
No, absolutely, yeah.
So. But then later, AR was like, "Hey, you can come learn too if you want."
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that animosity was going across the way. You know me, man. I'd be like, "Shit, what you talking about? Come on over. I ain't like that. I teach everybody, dog. That's what it's about, man."
So had I not had that broke shoulder, Tim Snow be knowing a
Jiu-jitsu
little something
badass right now.
you know what I'm saying? I'll be learning. I'm still gonna go up there and let them teach things.
Already, for sure. Yeah.
So literally, this is how we meet. This is how we rock out. You know, we do our little time. End up going home. He comes home, and of course, we link up on the outside like real ones do. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're here right now. And AR literally has a story that's amazing, y'all, because he's one of the few men that worked his way from the United States Penitentiary, Bloody Beaumont, all the way to the FDC Houston. And he has a state prison too. So we're going to start with USP Beaumont because that's where everybody wants to talk about and everything like that. And here's the deal. All right, AR, I know you as a trained fighter, you know how you know how to handle yourself. You're confident. Did you have any idea that you were getting ready to go to a prison where no fighting was allowed?
I thought I was going to Club Fed, dog. For real. I thought I had a couple of homies that had already been there and said, no, I ain't like that, dog. I mean, they got pool tables and so coming from the state, you hear pool tables, air conditioning, you think, damn, man, it is Club Fed. No, man, yeah, there's no hands. As soon as I got there, no hands policy. That shit out the door is all shame. Yeah, all day, every day.
Tell them really what a real no hands policy means and how serious they are about it.
Yeah, no, you dead serious. You try any fight you're going to get into, you might as well know that man is going to have a shank on him, and you're going to be fighting without one. So you got to have one. You got to get your bracelet made for the shank. You got to get one taken out to the rec yard and put in your spot. You got to get one in church if you can get it in there. Yeah, you got you got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah, serious. I just wanted people to understand now.
Yeah. Here's the use your hands, man.
Mental
fuck. Your own people stab you.
That's trained to use his hands and
Yeah.
now everybody's saying no hands allowed.
Nope.
So that's crazy right there. So
Yep.
when you're pulling up, and you know what, I skipped ahead because listen, I told you the other day,
Yeah.
really when we came on the chain bus, we stopped at the USP first, and I seen this big 40 feet walls. I seen everything, how they come out with the gun and get the dude, and I
Mm-hmm.
swear I thought they was fixing to drop me off right there. I couldn't believe it, man.
Yeah.
You pulled up to them walls. How did you feel?
Same thing. I'm like, God damn. I'm expecting a bunch of us to get off, and two of us did. I'm expecting half the bus to get off. I didn't know that, it was just two of us that got off of that motherfucker. I said, oh my God. And I was supposed to go to the medium, but I had some kind of enhancement because I had a grenade launcher on one of the AK-40. I didn't know grenades, but I had a grenade launcher on my AK-47, and they had scratched it was a stolen one, and they scratched the serial number off. So they give you a bullshit ass case for that, whatever it is. Yep. And that was an enhancement that had me going up.
That's a two-point enhancement or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it shot me up to the USP, and I had to stay there 6 months until it came down. Then I went to the medium, spent another couple years there, went to the low for about a year, and then the rest of FDC.
Yeah, people don't understand that your points drop as you get older too. Stay out of
I'm 50 now.
Right. So listen, when you come up, they take you in through the front door. You're gonna go through like by visiting and all that type of stuff and everything. What that other man that was what you say? Did he say anything? Like,
nah, we didn't speak one word to each other, dog. We were shocked. We didn't speak one word to one another, fool. Not one word. I mean, we had this like mutual bond because we were the only one that got off together. You know what I mean? You just like you and this man were entering a whole new world, but he was black, I'm Mexican, and his world gonna be different than my world, So it wasn't much I could tell the man.
Yeah, totally different. That's crazy. Yep. How did the laws come at y'all when y'all first got there? I know you got to talk to the gang officer and everything.
First, you know how it is. Man, you about to be released on this yard, so if you got anything holding you from stepping out in that yard, if you got some homeboys, you're good. It's a Tango blast yard as far as y'all people go like that, in the Tangos. And so you good there, but yeah, man, if you got some history or you got a co-defendant or some shit like that over here, we need to know because you fix to be let loose out there and we can't, you know what I mean? It's on you then. I was like, nah, I'm good, man. If you said Tango blast here, shoot me that way. I'm fine. I'm good.
Right. That's how they did me at the medium. Yeah. They asked me about 4 times. You good over here? You sure?
I know, especially you. I get it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I say, man, I ain't got no choice, do I? Like, what other choice is there? I didn't know. I mean, come on, you didn't either. So he's literally. But here's the thing: men come every single day to say, no, I'm not good over there, and they go straight to the damn hole, and you never even know they hit the compound. But it happened, like literally. So maybe. Probably half of the people that get off that bus probably actually step onto the prison.
Run up top real quick. Yeah.
Run up top. Yeah, exactly. So when you get off, when you get through dealing with them and everything, what time is it when they get ready to bring you to the housing area? Nighttime?
Yeah. It was already dark. Yeah. And the homeboys hit me up right away, put me in the cell. It was nighttime, but they put me in the cell. And I was with the white dude who was cool. I went straight to sleep. We got up, went to breakfast, hit the homeboys up, and I was in a homeboy cell later that day. They had they have a pod boss or whatever. He had me move me to a homeboy cell. Okay. Yeah, they laced me up real quick. I told you they gave me that little care package, soap, shower shoes, some shorts, a t-shirt, some old shoes to go to rec with, and my shank. I was like, damn, like that? It was like, man, it's like that, dog. I said, okay.
Yeah. Was it big metal one or they give you something plastic?
No, metal. Yeah, it was metal.
Real deal, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Man, so literally, what's going? I mean, when you like that, you've been to the state, you know what I'm saying? So he comes to the feds expecting something totally different. It's a shocker, isn't it, man?
Man, and plus I've been out 12. Think about it, dog. I went to the state in '96, got out in 2000, and got married, had 3 kids, living, working, and boom, 12 years later, I'm back in the feds. So it was a change, but I've been out a minute. I've been out a little minute for 12 years, so. Yeah, I had to get back in that lifestyle. But then again, when I was in the state, we was the one that came up with the blast to do this shit, man, to stop these motherfuckers from running all over us like they did. So I said, man, whatever I got to do that I did in the state, I'm gonna do it all over again, dog. It is what it is. I asked for my quarter check and everything. Hey, check this out. They said, well, some of us feel some type of way you should get a quarter check, and some of us feel that you're 42 years old. you out, man. You are OG now. You don't need that quarter check. I said, well, it is what it is, dog. I mean, I take mine anytime, whatever. I'll fade whatever. And so I had to go to the rec yard. They made me and a homeboy walk the whole rec yard where they had a little junta on my ass, talking about, whatever. I came back, man, you good, dog. We ain't tripping. There was a few that were tripping. They felt some type of way, but they didn't want they weren't going to call me out solo. So
right. Yeah. So you literally got your respect right from the start. Then you know what I'm saying. That probably had a lot to do with being in the state first.
Exactly, dog. Yeah.
Right. So this here, when you seen the creation of the blast and all that, when you was down, I know that was a good feeling to walk in and see y'all got y'all's federal yard now. Come on now.
Yeah, absolutely. We come a long way, man. We all over. Like the Sureños in Texas run up under us. I don't know if you knew that, but up under in Texas, like at Beaumont, they were up under. Up in California, we were the Sureños. We were up under them. We sit and watch their TVs. We sit at their, you know what I mean? We sit at their tables and shit like that. So
I was going to ask you about that in a minute because it's amazing the politics that was happening.
Oh man, dog! You already know. It's more than the state.
The California Sureños at the Medium didn't even have a TV.
No,
no, they had no TV. They didn't even have a table in the day room. Honest to God, they literally hung out in their cells or come put their chair by the Texas TV by y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, that's the deal. AR. A lot of people, especially on these prison channels, fam. We ain't talked about it a lot. A lot of them are the California channels and things like that.
I see that.
They think they run the entire world, like they run all 50 states or something. Well, here's the deal. They don't. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, like literally.
Federal time in Texas, boy.
When you're doing your federal time in Texas, you're gonna do it. This is what confuses them. How about that? The entire federal system is ran similar to their penitentiary with their politics, the racial shit, everything goes like that with the no hands policy. That literally comes from California.
You're right.
But it's ran by Texas men here. It's not a California guy speaking for nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. No, you're right.
Oh,
they followed it here.
Yeah. No, y'all had numbers outrageous over there, and a lot of that has to do with the feds. What do they try to do when they sentence you? They try to send you to somewhere within 500 miles of your own home.
Yeah.
You got to be a mess up or something like that to get shipped. So the ones that are in Texas,
Colorado,
the ones in Texas probably messed up in California. So the system sent them down here where they know they're outnumbered. But
exactly.
Let me ask you this: I've always wanted this, and I think so. Did y'all have something worked out with them Sureños where they're okay in Texas and y'all are okay in California? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's pretty much official. Like y'all go to Victorville or one of them places. Right. They're not touching y'all because y'all can touch them down here, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
right.
Exactly right.
The federal system is kind of amazing, literally the way it works. So
man, the way the chow hall's made out and everything, man. Yeah, where y'all sit, we sit, the white sit. It's crazy, man.
The black side, the other side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The black side.
Let me tell you something real quick. When I got to the low though, I couldn't do much time there. That's why I asked to go into FDC. I ain't never been around so many chomos in my life, and they got so much protection, dog. You can't touch. You touch them, you fuck. You fuck. So I was like, man, I gotta get off this fucking yard. These dudes are everywhere, man. Chomo, you don't know. Your homeboys like just stick with the homeboys, man, because you don't know who you fucking with around here. That's straight up.
Let me ask you. I don't know if you was at the Medium when this happened. When the
Chomo list came out.
Yeah, were you there?
Yeah, I remember. It ran everybody. You remember how motherfuckers got run up top?
It was right before I got out of there. And let me explain to them what happened real quick, though. You tell me how it went. If I'm mistaken, correct me. But there was a police officer that literally had an entire list of anybody on that compound.
Who did he give it to? Who did he give it to?
I heard he threw it in a trash can in front of the inmate on purpose so the inmate could pick it up.
But the inmate was a homeboy.
It was Tango Glass, I'm sure.
Yeah. And he made copies. He gave it to everybody. To the people, you know what I mean? Yeah.
How many people was on the list?
Man, a lot. Like 70 people.
Damn. So 70.
Do you remember this? As soon as they started running, they started letting they were making everybody's bond out of the shoe. Everybody was coming out the shoe, man, because everybody was getting run up top from that chomo list.
Because they had to go PC, huh?
Yeah.
But now I'm telling you, it happened right before I got there. I pulled up when it was finishing. You know what I'm saying? And there were a couple black guys that they literally didn't even want to run up top. Remember? They were
Yeah,
like,
yeah. They smashed him right there. They smashed him on the spot. Yeah.
yeah, you getting your ass. Why you would even try to buck that made no sense. Like,
Man,
look,
they made him.
they
Yeah,
tell
man.
you it's time to go in the feds, it's time to go.
Or your
You
life.
know, yeah,
Yeah.
you're either gonna get life flighted with them boots, or you're gonna catch that knife, man. And it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? So check this out. When you were at the USP, were they still dropping off TS and Mexican Mafia like they would on the damn medium, and they just get smashed the first day, or would they not even bring them over there?
Man, when I got there, no, they weren't even. They were right before I got there. My homeboy said, but not anymore because they were getting smashed or having to go run up top, and the shoe was already full there. They were holding people at the medium already from the shoe at the.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, so yeah, they stopped that shit.
See, and at the medium, I don't know why they would do it. They would just every now and then on the bus, one would come over there. What the hell were they doing?
He had this right off that he want to go out there though. You know, they ask you like, hey, you know the blast out there.
Well,
you know, he must have said, hey, I'm good, I'm clean. Could we catch a few that would slide through? You know, like you said, remember that one dude that had horns and that one guy you knew? We find somebody like that. There was a little Mexican dude, Bayuco, that had some big old Texas on his back, man. Couldn't find out shit. And they smashed, they ran his ass. They told him, either you run up top, bitch, or we're going to smash it. He took off like a motherfucker.
Gone, huh? That's crazy. See, on the medium, Marcelli, how about this? From the shoe, his name was Ruben. He was from Uvalde. Ruben was Mexican Mafia. He literally laced me up on why they do that or anything else. He said when they get transferred to Beaumont, if they don't sign off, come out and get smashed, they're dead on their next prison, dog. Where they go with their homeboys, they have to take that ass whooping. That's why I try to tell these viewers all the time that in our reality, this gang life ain't what you want, man. It might sound exciting, we make it sound cool, you think you're powerful, but they'll mess around and send you to a prison where you don't belong. And now you got to do something like that. But Ruben literally said, and the whole shoe, well, not the whole shoe, but one whole wing back there was those guys that they had ran, literally got smashed, and I got smashed. So they put me back over there. When I walked in the cell, AR, check this out. Ruben comes in there. He unhandcuffs first, and I'm still cuffed up going through the slot. And he pulled out a pork chop bone on me and said, yo, homie, who you ride with? Like,
you still handcuffed?
As I'm coming unhandcuffed and they're shutting the slot, he pulls out the bone and say, who you riding with? I say, man, I'm a Crip, man. I'm from Galveston. I'm on a Galveston time. What's up? He say, you sure? I say, I'm positive. And I was already beat up looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say, you positive? I say, I'm positive, man. And he put it up and sat down. Then he said, man, I can't stand them fools. They beat me so bad in that dorm, man. He say, but I knew it was going to happen. That's literally what he said. I said, well, you knew it was going to happen. I said, wow. And he said, man, I'm Mexican Mafia. I'm Mexican Nami, and we have to go out here. It's our rules. Like, he literally laced me up and said that. You know what I mean? I had no idea. I'm talking about no idea what was going on when I see that. Because, we don't too much get involved in no Hispanic politics or anything like that. But I kept seeing it happen. How about that? So, it was trying. So, anyway, when you're on a USP, y'all basically got it locked down then. Like,
pretty much, man. You ain't doing much moving around, just on the little 5-minute moves and shit. But even you mostly on lockdown over there, dog. And it's got segregated. They got segregated rec and everything, So you're only gonna go to rec with people you can fuck with and you can get access to. You know what I mean? They make it hard over there to get to somebody. You can get somebody, but they make they're doing their work over there.
Right. What was the craziest thing you seen at USP Beaumont over there when you was there at the time?
Man, somebody it was a Raza Unida, and I don't know what he did to his people, dog. I didn't get into that part, but like 4 of them stabbed him to death. They life-flighted him out of the chow hall, man. They didn't let up until the guards literally had to, you know how the guards are, they ain't in no rush to get to you. They got to the man and they pepper sprayed these fools a little bit. By the time they pull out the batons, that dude had been poked 40 times, man. Like each dude, So they life-flighted his ass out. That's probably the worst one I saw.
Right, worst one. How many did you see like that during that time?
I was there 6 months, probably like 5 or 6, like that. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, man. Yeah. So when they tell AR, pack up, you going to the medium, probably a good feeling, right?
Hell yeah, it was a good feeling. Hell yeah, it was a great feeling, dog. Shit, I'm going down, I went from no hands to hands. You know what I mean? So
that was my next question now. So you're over here where it's a no hand policy, and literally now you're going when you're seeing fights constantly on the railroad, like nonstop. What are you thinking now?
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm good now. We got homeboys, and I know I can hold my own as far as that goes. I don't fuck around with any jujitsu in prison. It's, you know, we can't use that shit unless it's in your cell or in a riot or something, maybe. But because it's boxing in there, it's straight fighting for the most part. You know, knees, elbows, shit like that. But yeah, so I wasn't worried too much. I was good. I knew we was good. You know, I had a bunch of homeboys there that I already had fucked with, that had been Joe Corley with and shit. So I was good.
Yeah, it felt like almost like the state, but with air conditioning when you get to them, don't it?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. When I got there,
I was in KB.
top left up there.
Yeah, no, bottom.
Top right.
I was at bottom.
LB.
Was it A's up in the bottom on B's on bottom or A B's on top?
A on the left and B on the right. Remember?
Oh, okay, yeah, I was at KB. KB.
Yeah. Oh, so literally, dog. When I got to the medium, they was doing yard cleanup at the end of the year. You remember when they was doing that?
With the
like literally, I seen every car smashing people off.
Oh yeah.
The real yard cleanup. And I
thought you meant like with those metal detectors out there in the brick yard.
Oh yeah, no, they do that too. But they were literally doing yard cleanup, and it was mostly the woods, like literally every day, the entire December.
Area circle and shit. Yeah.
Everything was that, man? What I didn't know what to think about that, dog.
I didn't. It's not so much. They would come tell us, you know, like, hey man, we finna, you know, just it's nothing to do with any of y'all people. Just letting you know, like, all right, we didn't ask what the fuck. I didn't even give a fuck. But so I'd go to my cell, shut the door, chill, and they go do what they had to do. But yeah, I didn't get into. I don't know why they was doing it, dog.
I don't know why they would wait till the end of the year, but they were waiting till the end of the year and doing it nonstop, man. And literally, the guys that were needing to go would beat up some other guy that need to go, then all of them go. Yeah, that was their easy way out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they were like, what? They like ABT dropping somebody else or something. I don't remember, but it was something like that.
Always something like that going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think ABTs was trying to get on the dirty white boys and shit like that.
Yeah,
you're
right.
Because that was a Texas yard, and they weren't repping Texas. You know what I mean? That's what it was. So it was ugly. Like literally,
I was going to ask you. The Woods didn't give you no trouble. Not the Woods so much, but you know what I mean. Like they didn't fuck with you. You know, I know you got your boys that you fucked with. That
the only time I even got a dirty look from one of them, bro, was then I was probably tripping. I had a homeboy named Josh that was working in the chow hall. Of course, he worked on the white side. He was a white dude from Oklahoma, and I needed to talk to him. I literally went in the chow hall when it wasn't chow time, and I jumped the thing so I could holler at him. The door was unlocked. And the dude was like, "What's up, homie? Where you from? Who are you?" And I'm like, "I'm from Galveston. What's up?" He's like, but who are you?" And I say, "Man, I'm not one of y'all. I need to talk to Josh." He's like, "Not one of us." And man, he just looked so confused.
Yeah.
Hateful looking and confused.
Yeah.
And I just go out there and just breeze right past him. And I'm pretty sure as soon as I left, they laced him up like, "Man, that dude, just leave him alone." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As you said, one of the very first things I heard over there was, "Oh man, we got another tight white over here."
Is that what you heard?
One of the black homies said it though. Like,
okay.
We got another tight white over here, and they start laughing. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as the Woods see that, these black dudes really like this man. He's cool.
They fuck with it. Yeah.
Then it's not a problem no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Literally. And as you know, man, I was like 240 at that time, benching 3 something. You know, I'm coming in. Well, I didn't see nobody on that compound that looked like they just wanted to go one-on-one, dog, because they may or may not win, and then that's gonna be on them that's gonna be their stain, not mine. You know what I'm saying? So literally it was cool. But what I wanted to ask you is, when you're leaving from the USP down to the medium, how did your homies handle you there? Is it just love and acceptance, or is it all over like heart check time again?
Yeah. Oh, you mean when I got to the medium?
Yeah.
The whole same thing again.
Whole same thing over again.
Same thing all over again. Yeah, I did the same thing. Rocked the rec yard. I told them they had to have a junta to see if you're gonna get a quarter check, dog. You're gonna get one unless you was like an OG back in the day and you're over 40. But if you ain't over 40, you're under 40, and they think you're a little healthy, you're gonna get that quarter check. And I told him, man, I said, man, I ain't trying to trip, dog. You know what I mean? I'd rather take it than have any animosity between some homeboys. Just to have
some funny feelings later.
Yeah. I said, if you feel some type of way, put somebody that's 40 and put somebody that's 20 or something. I don't know. I mean, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. But they voted and said, no, man, we voted on it. You good, dog? I was like, I'm fucking
Good. That's real. That's what's up. So listen though, when they was hard checking some of them other boys, well,
I was in on some of shit.
I know. Tell us about one of those then. Like how they go. You ain't got to get no names or nothing. When you was checking,
No.
what's it like?
Yeah, it post up. It's you got 1 minute, dog, and you can't fold up. You can't stop fighting. You're gonna start that clock right over again from 1 minute. So best thing to do is just swing your heart out. Don't put your head down. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Put your head down. Try to make eye contact. I try to focus on one man, get him out of there if I can. Take a few, but get that man out of there, and then work on the other man. That's what I did. But not a lot of people think that way. So you're gonna get a lot of punches. A lot of times, you take a lot of punches.
Did y'all ever have anybody come through and fail?
What do you mean?
Like fold up, curl
up?
Oh
yeah, man. And we had one man. Yeah, he tried 3 times. The little youngster, man. They really tried to. They had love for the little youngster. Tried him 3 times. He just didn't have the heart to make that. So he couldn't be a homeboy. He fucked with us. He's cool. He fucked with us, but he wasn't a homeboy. Yeah, he just couldn't fade that quarter check, man. We knock him out every time.
That's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm. They put little fools in his there. He's swinging back, but he get caught and boom, drop his ass. Fuck. There you go, another one.
Well, you said something about the RUs. You know what? I remember hearing about RUs when I was in the state and all that, but I don't even think I ever seen one in the state. When I got arrested, I caught my case in Corpus. It was crazy. They brought me through
this bunch down there.
Bro, they're unbelievably strong down there because they took me to Coastal Bend Detention Center. The first tank or building that I walked in, they had a giant tank, man, like 45 RUs. All of them tatted up with it. Literally 45 men. Every one of them was RU. Then they had a tank over here like that was. And then another tank in the other building. And I said, man, I never even knew this went down like this because you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Then got to the feds and I seen some.
Yeah, not many, but there's some. Yeah.
No, there was you remember the butcher at the Beaumont meeting, the Mexican butcher? He was RU.
Yeah,
he was RU. And then the other butcher was Big Tree from Galveston. Remember Big Tree?
Know that.
Tall black dude?
Yeah. He was RU?
No. I'm saying he was a butcher. No, Tree
okay. I was gonna say what?
No, he wasn't a black RU. He was tripping.
Yeah.
No, he was butcher, and then the RU dude was the butcher. But what that did was allow the RU to sell anything and everything to the Mexican guys or the whites, and then Tree sold everything to the black dudes, and both of them was getting a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? It was unbelievable over there. Like
I already know. Yeah. If you got a card table, if you were in like a poker table over there or something like that, man, poker table, man, tattoo man making money.
My next question that because when you get to the feds, it's another level
money,
hustling. Another level hustling. What does he think when you first seen all these thousands of dollars flowing through a day room?
That's what I didn't know that when they had their own currency, fool. Them stamps, you know what I mean? We had
books and flesh.
Yeah, books, dog. I was like, what? Yeah, you got to get you some books, dog. I said, bad, so I, bought me some commissary, went to the store, man, got me some books. And I said, I started my own thing, and then, but yeah, they had their own currency in that motherfucker, man. I said, what? Yeah, it's bad. That poker table, dog. I've seen that thing get up to $1,000 easy.
Yeah,
man, getting
one of the coldest runoffs I seen was this dude from Austin. Listen, the guy from Austin. No, hold on. He was from Houston. I'm sorry, he was from Houston, not Austin. I ain't gonna do Austin like that. It was a black guy from Houston. He literally lost a bunch of money, and he came and told me, "Man, Tim, I cannot pay this money no matter what. I don't know what I'm fixing to do, man." And he, he was confiding. He said, "I might be finna have to leave, dog." I said, "He said, I don't know what to do, man. I do not want to go out like this." He was getting ready to go home too, and he didn't want his name stained, but he was a gambling addict. You know what my advice was to him? I say, homie, you already betting on your ass. Go back down there and try to come up. You know what I'm saying? Come win back up. He went back down there, won, came up, and then lost back again and had to go.
God.
There goes your gambling addiction. When you were up, why didn't you cash out and leave? Well, that's the gambling addiction. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Yeah. And
I don't know. Hey, I'm not sure about your car, but the homeboys would tell us too, like, you can gamble, you go get high, whatever you want to do. We're going to cover $50 of your debt if you get in debt, and then you're going to pay us back. But we're going to tell the other cars, for instance, whoever it is running that table, you let my homeboy get in for $1,000. That's on you, man. We'll cover $50. If it's dope debt, if it's a debt,
no, I
whatever.
didn't even know that. Honestly, I didn't know the Houston car, the Galveston car, literally was we say we don't cover no debts, nothing. But I seen them do it before. I seen them do it. That's what blew my mind. Check this out.
Yeah.
It was literally where they're telling people we cover no debts, we're not gonna do it, whatever. But there was a young kid. He was there on a bank robbery, bro. He ran up a big debt with some Pisces. Okay. The Pisces had 2 stores on our wing. And literally, the Pisces didn't even have a TV. The Tango Blast had 2 TVs, Pisces and Sedanos, no TV. And when the Tango Blast wanted to watch TV, man, all y'all had to do was go tap on that table and they got up and moved, dog. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Yeah. I just never seen nothing like that. But anyway, so he goes over there, high as hell, gets all this stuff from him, knowing he can't pay. And they're putting pressure on him, like literally him himself, because they know nobody's going to cover the debt. And everybody, the rule was basically with us, if you mess somebody over, you need to handle that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to let them jump on you, none of that shit. But you're going to have to fight them. You're going to have to do whatever.
Get it how you live. You know what I mean?
Run up top. Yeah, get it how you live, man. Do whatever you got to do. And that's what's going to happen. But they literally told them, hey, man, your car is not backing you on this one because you're dead wrong. And we want our money, man, or else. And when they told him that, I seen so much fear in his eyes. Like, he literally said, man, I think they're going to try to stab me. They're going to try something, man. Yeah. I'm going to have to go. You know what I told him? I say, bro, I'm going to miss you, man. Like, you're a real one. You know what I'm saying? And because I think he was telling me, hoping I'm going to help pay for it. Because my life was bad. I was running the store, too. Yeah. But you know what? I'm on some time like, hey, get it how you live, too. You know what
I mean? Dog. Shit. How many people sending you money in there?
And
I mean, shit.
Granny.
Right, exactly. No, exactly. I already know.
Yeah, so anyway, I see really one of the big homies from Studewood, man. Shout out Studewood. He had already been down about 18 years. Okay. I'm thinking since these guys been down all this time, they're going to be less tolerant. There's no way they're going to be cool with helping no youngster. None of that.
You'd be surprised, dog.
Bro, they got a commissary bag and went from cell to cell and said, look, black man, we got another one in trouble. Can you help?
Yeah.
And they were throwing soups in. When they got to my cell, they say, Snow, what's up? We got to help the youngster, man. You going to do it? I said, man, I ain't got nothing for him, man. I'm sorry, man. He tripped out. He done it on purpose, y'all. And they went. But at that time, I had no idea everybody else had already chipped in and shit. Like, literally, I'm looking like the real asshole for saying no. You know what I mean?
Well, you didn't know, yeah.
I didn't know, but at the same time, hey, guess what the youngster did? He still ended up running up top later off of K2 debt. They say, I seen that coming too. He was a crash. He was kept crashing. So I'm like, man.
And I'll tell you why Studewood, or who was it you said that started up that bag to go pass it around?
Studewood.
Okay. He did 18 years?
Uh-huh.
Hey, you know who laced me up like that? Who was cool, man? I keep forgetting his last name, but you remembered it. That black dude that had a bunch of time with his brother and his uncles.
Corey Blunt.
Corey, man. Corey was a motherfucker, dog. He showed me my projected release date on your paperwork, right? That man showed me his projected release date, said deceased, fool. I ain't never seen that before in my life, dog. I showed him my, because I didn't know. He goes, let me see your paperwork, that's a bit. You know, because he was gonna help me. He was helping me on some law shit. I bought his Timberlands from him. I bought his watch from him. Man, that motherfucker was cool. Him and his brother. And
and his uncle was over there, remember?
Yeah. We were all in the same dorm, though. We were all in KB together. Me and his uncle, his brother, all of us.
Did they have the 6-man cell, family cell at that time?
Yeah, up in the top. Yeah. And all 4 of them were in there. And it was Ben, Uncle Ben. I forget the other two. What was his brother's name?
Pixie.
Yeah, that Pixie. That's it. He was always in the church. He did the church.
He sold all the cleaning supplies, remember?
Yeah. And but he told me, he said, hey man, here's your projected release date, February 1st, 2019. I'm like, I bet at this time it's like 2014. I don't remember. Whew, I felt like forever. He said, man, let me show you something. You see my date? And when he came in, I was like, God damn, you been locked up there? He said, look right here. It said deceased. Man, I didn't know what do you say, man? What do you say to something like that? I know at the time he didn't get that Obama plea yet. So I was like,
when I first hit the compound and they told me that Corey Blunt was over there, I had it in my mind, man, I want to meet this guy because he's in all these rap songs. You know, he was with DJ Screw. He was the man in Houston. Like, he's literally a living legend. You know what I mean?
For real.
I thought when I met Blunt, he was going to be about 6'6", big guy. Oh, I thought he was gonna be arrogant. I thought he was
Yeah,
gonna be hard to talk to. Not even want to hear nothing from me. Nothing like, man. He was so cool and so laid back, dog. It was unbelievable.
that's my
And then,
point, though. That was my point about what we was talking about that dude trying to pass around that commissary bag. Is these fools have done so much time. They've been through the lockdowns. They've been through the riots. They've been through the man. They don't want to be locked down for when Corey can get up and go to law every day and go to school every day. If they know if they let them Pisces get into it with the blacks, dog, we're gonna be locked down for a month, fool. We're gonna be
right.
eating Johnny's for a month, dog. Ain't no school, ain't no visitations, ain't no nothing. And these fools have been doing enough time that they don't want that, man. They don't.
They don't. They
If they
don't
can help it,
retaliate nobody or nothing.
right now, there's a time and a place for it. What I'm saying. But something like that, if they can help the man out, they try to help the man out. Unfortunately, these youngsters fuck it up for himself. But in other situations, it ain't always like that.
How I put it to myself too, I realized later is that a lot of them had a lot of money, even if you didn't know they did too. So it wasn't shit for these guys. I'm on this penitentiary shit. Like,
yeah,
man, I got what I got, and I need to make this last. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
wrong, dog. I admit I should have just chunked in too, because I talked to the guy. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it is what it is. So
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
and I've seen him since I've been home. He actually came to that damn rehab down here in Lamarck. I went and picked him up and gave him some food and some money and all kind of shit. So we're
Cool,
good.
that's-
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
that's cool.
when I first met Corey Blunt, bro, we was on the track. I was walking with this cat from Louisiana. Me and him actually came on the bus, a little black dude, and we were both in QA. And somebody said, there goes Corey Blunt right there, because I asked him who he was. And I said, you know what, we about to go catch him and holler at him. So literally, he's walking the track, and I go, yo, excuse me, Blunt, I need to talk to you. And he turned around and seen a white dude and was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But I said, I'm not from Galveston, man. I want to, chop it up with you a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's like, come on, let's walk. Me, him, and the guy from Louisiana walked all around. Then we find out that Corey's whole family's from Oakdale. You know what I'm saying? The little man that I'm talking to, my homie's short. They're both kind of short. I shouldn't say little man. That was wrong. Anyway, my partner, he was from Oakdale. So they had a lot to talk about right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then I'm telling him, I'm lacing him up, about how many songs he's in. He said he hears about it. But you know what he told me out of his own mouth? He said, man, they keep putting me in these songs, but they don't send me no money.
Yeah, you right.
And I said, man, this is how life goes, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I say, but you at least feel better knowing your name is alive out there, and ain't nobody gonna ever forget you in Houston, man. Yep. And he said, I do. I feel, it helps a little,
Yeah.
And I said, I understand. But the only thing Blunt really wanted to talk about was truck driving. He didn't want to talk about music, no screwed up click, none of that shit. He wanted to ask me questions about how do I own some trucks? What do I do with them when I get them? Is it a good idea? You know what I mean? So literally me and Blunt just walking around the regular talking about trucks, dog. Got really cool. Yeah. And you know how prison goes now. We sit at the same tables because he's from Houston, I'm from Galveston, and all this. So we crossed on chow. When I heard about the actual Obama thing.
Yeah. I was in the shoe, but I read it in the paper in the shoe. Yeah. There at the Medium.
Right. Well, when I first heard about it, I couldn't believe it. I said, man, so he's got action. They filed it. His whole family filed it.
Yeah.
They get the word and they tell Blunt he's got to stay years later still. Did you know that?
Yeah. Yeah. They gave him 30, adopted to 30, right? From life.
Yep. And his rest of his family got immediate release.
Mm-hmm.
They literally went home, man.
Yeah.
So when I see Blunt, I literally tell him, you know what? Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me go quiet them down real quick. Hold on.
Do you think? All right.
All right, sorry. There you are.
Good.
Anyway, when I see Blunt, they file for it. I tell them on the yard, I say, big homie, I'm praying for you, man. Like literally, I know you're gonna get this release. I can just feel it, and I won't stop praying. Don't see him for a little while because he stays in the thing a lot. He's got
he do. Yeah.
Then bam, right after that, we get word about it, bro. I go to the chow hall. And I tell him, man, it's fucking great, bro. You finna go home. And he looked at me and said, man, I still got about 5 or 6 more years left. Yeah. And he kind of just looked like couldn't believe it. It wasn't a sad. He didn't say it in a sad.
Right. I didn't see
still,
him after. Yeah, I never saw him again after the shoot.
It was still a happiness feeling. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it wasn't like he was gonna be missing his brother and all them and not doing it by himself. And it wasn't that great. But this is what he said. He said, "But that's okay though, because guess what? I could finally go to the low. Because in a life sentence, you can't go to the low.
No, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so he was like, man, I'm going to the low, man. And I say, well, congratulations on that. And
yeah.
they literally were letting people off that compound. They let a few people off, man. Some guys from New York, him, his brother.
Yeah, too. Obama did, yeah. I remember that. So is he out now, or you don't know?
Out now, yep.
Oh,
he's out now. Yeah, I never even actually reached out to him or anything because I've heard many times him tell other people and shit that he really don't want no media attention.
Sure, yeah. No, I get it. I just didn't know if he was out yet.
Yeah, he's out and doing good, man. And
good, man. That's good, dog. That's
he was
a cool motherfucker, man.
There was a lot of people that was famous on that compound. Was you there when BG was there from the Hot Boys?
Yeah. I didn't know him like that, but I was there. Yeah.
My homeboy Gator was BG Selly, dog. They were in QB. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember, dude. My homeboys would always bug Corey Blunt for pictures, dog. All the youngsters, they were like, "Hey, man," and Corey would be like, "All right, dog, come on." He'd have to, Corey ain't gonna take no just shiesty ass picture. Fool, he gonna be creased down and everything. So he'd be like, "All right, man, but I'm gonna just take one, dog. So get all your homies together." I ain't trying to take 20 pictures. So he go out there with the homeboys and take pictures a lot.
And you know what? One thing about him, do you remember how hard they used to work out?
Yeah.
Yeah, his uncle was a bad dude too,
Uncle
man.
Ben, boy, that boy.
Uncle Ben, that was his name. Yeah. Had the little braids or whatever. I think.
Yeah.
Say,
Store man.
I don't know how old this old man was, but man, he was badass, man. If anybody see this, know Uncle Ben, man, tell him we said what's up too, because I know
for sure, man, for sure.
Man. But let me think who else was there. Crusher was one of the. I think he was like the number two. Man, I don't want to say. I think Crusher was UBN, one of the main Bloods on the East Coast, if I ain't mistaken. People like that,
Remember Boycio? He used to speak for the Bloods. He was a Mexican dude to speak for the Bloods. He had a pussy monster tattoo right here on his mouth. He was my homeboy. He was a Tango Blast, but he was a Blood in the world.
Man, he had to be gone by the time I got there. I didn't see him. Okay. So he was blasted. He was a Blood. He
was blasted, but he was a Blood in the world. And he fucked with the Bloods tough in our tank, and he was cool. He was really cool, everybody. But he was a Blood in the world. But he's Mexican. When he came in running, he ran Tango Blast. We were together at KB. He was cool with everybody. Uncle Ben and everybody. But yeah, man, I just didn't know because he was a Blood. He kind of fucked with a lot of the Bloods, the black dudes on the compound. I didn't know if you heard of him, Boycio. Yeah, cool motherfucker out of Austin.
The only real actual Bloods that I seen over there that was like riding on Blood time was the guy.
He went on Blood time. Yeah.
Nah, they was from Los Angeles and Big Peso and them cats like that. You know what I'm saying? And they actually rode with the Crips. How about that? Nobody understood. The Crips and Bloods rode together because they were repping LA and California out there.
Gotcha.
But they still was serious about the Bloods because there was a guy. Check this out. I don't want to say his name. You remember the transsexual that was the barber from Galveston Red?
Yeah.
Well, the guy that was in love with
Red. Not Freckles.
No, this one was Red. This one was like a little bigger and shit.
Okay, I got you. A
little tougher, kind of short.
Sure.
But anyway, this man was in love with Red and would chase him around the rec yard, blow him kisses, hold hands with him. It was crazy how it used to go down, dog. But since the Bloods and the Crips sat right behind us from California, like literally we had it understood where California watched our back and we watched their back from Houston. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool like that. So I can't help but overhear their conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I literally hear them talking about the guy in love with Red. And I hear him say, "What you mean he's supposed to be a Blood? But he's messing with a boy?" Oh no, that's not gonna fly. You feel me? So I'm thinking, oh man, they fixing to kill this dude. They about to stomp him out and whatever. What the actual end result of that was is he literally told them he's not no Blood. He likes boys better. And they said, well, then get away from us. Don't ever speak with us again. You better not never tell nobody you're one again. You know what I'm saying? And he literally threw his flag down and said, I'd rather just be with him. I said, wow, this man has dropped the whole gang for a boy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it was
Hey,
real.
one of the craziest things I saw on my medium real quick, one of my homeboys, dog, smoked K2, go on the worst trip of his life and come out of that trip a Christian, dog. He laid everything down, said, I'm turning my life over to Christ, man. Please,
Wow.
if y'all have to jump me right now, y'all jump. And he's to this day, that man still with Christ, dog. From that day at the medium, from smoking that shit in the cell, he came out that cell. I don't know what he did to that fool, dog. But he came to all of us and said, hey, we got to have a meeting right now. We was like, oh, what's up? He said, I'm turning my life over to Jesus Christ. He spoke to me and my life's changed and I'm not going to do this no more. I'm not. He was a tat. He's a tat. And we said, bet you ain't doing no fucking tatting then because you know what that is. You Christian, you Christian. You ain't tatting. He's like, oh, I ain't tatting. I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to church every day. Man, that man went to church every day. The rest of the time he was there, I saw him on Facebook about a year ago preaching and shit. I was like, God, I don't know I don't know what happened, dog. I
Man,
swear,
listen,
if
I
he
don't
sees
know.
this, he had to go. He got deported back to Mexico. He's one of those like dreamer homeboys that came over here when he was like 9 months, catch a felony, got to go back. So he in Mexico right now. I saw him on Facebook, but yeah, he was still preaching and shit, dog. No bullshit.
How did it go for the Hispanic and white Christians on that side? Because on the black side, they only had one 4-man table. They all had to share. What was it like on y'all side? Did they have a place to sit down and eat?
Yeah, they had a little spot to eat. You know, I mean, what do you mean in the chow hall?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a little spot to eat. Yeah.
I'm talking about we probably had on that compound 500 men claiming they're Christians and only 4 chairs for them to sit in the chow hall.
Yeah, because they weren't a lot of them weren't real Christians, huh?
No,
yeah,
it was a lot of fakeness, and
a lot of fakeness. Yeah,
probably all 70 of them that was on that list were probably claiming to be Christians too.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
that's why nobody was checking their paperwork. Shit, man, it's crazy. And then look at this. That being a disciplinary compound, man, tell them how they fed us over there. What that food was like over there. It was horrible, man.
Man, that's bland. If you didn't take some kind of hot sauce or Tabasco or whatever condiments to chow hall, your shit was fucked up. I would try to get my main meat or whatever, just get it back to the house to spruce it up, because I fuck that shit.
Right.
I take it back to the crib and or if I had enough books, buy a burger or two from one of the homeboys that work in the kitchen or something, whatever. Support somebody hustle.
Do you remember when they would search outside the chow hall? How many bread?
Staying there waiting for you
everywhere though, like literally just littered out there, milk, bread,
all kinds of shit.
Bro, they had a whole kitchen just laid out on the ground.
Man, I would have homeboys that they give a fuck, man, come out there with roast wrapped around their shit with their jacket on.
I know it. The coldest hustle that I seen over there. And it didn't get them rich, but it stayed taken care of them. There was an older dude that would go to breakfast every morning and bring back every milk nobody wanted. And then the rest of the day, he'd sell milks for stamps in the dorm. Somebody get high, bust open their cookies and go get a cold milk from him. And I was like, man, he's selling free shit. This is a smart dude right here,
Yeah, it was always some kind of hustle. Man, I would give it to the man that come charge, like 3 stamps to clean your house and whatever, to clean your floors and shit. Man, by the time he done all week, that man stayed busy all day cleaning. Fool, he got some money, man. He got some money, especially when he ain't got nobody putting no money on his books.
I'll let him come do mine. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
like, really,
I did too.
This fucker. Yeah, me and my celly actually. Once I started opening up my commissary store in my cell, and then my celly got a lot of money because his wife took real good care of him.
Yeah,
we never cleaned. We didn't have to clean our cell. We didn't have to do shit no more. We literally just living that life, you know what I mean? It was pretty good.
Yeah. As far as that go, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Oh man, what do you think the coldest ass whooping you seen on both my medium was? You seen anybody get? There was so many.
Check it out. Well, this one I seen a couple of them, but one of the homeboys that felt some type of way about me, he was a youngster, Southwest. He have a star right here. He ain't a homeboy no more. Fat dude, I can't remember. I'd put him out if I knew his fucking name. I can't remember. But my homeboy Boy Seal. So he got into it. We was in a 6-man tank. You know how they had them 6-man tanks in the corners, or the 8-man. They're 8-man tanks.
8-man. No.
Yeah, 8-man. 6-man. Okay, it's been a minute. But anyway, we was in one of the corner tanks, and it was a homeboy tank. All homeboys in there, and he was the same one that when I came in the middle of the night, come up out your shit, homie. He took me in the restroom, with attitude, I don't treat the homies like that when they come in, dog. I don't. You've been through some shit already, homie. I'm gonna show you a little love. You know, we're gonna check the shit, but I'm gonna show you a little love anyway.
Right.
So I feel some type of way. I'm showing him my shit. Yeah, you good, man. You can lay down. We holler at you in the morning. It's at the medium. I'm like, all right, bet. So when the morning come, I'm still. You know, you were the only one there from the night before. You the only one wearing brown and white shirt. You know what I'm saying?
The bus closed.
Yeah, exactly. So the homeboy's, hey man, I got a homeboy. You got a homeboy right here in laundry. He's gonna lace you up, man. Get all your sizes, your boots, whatever. You take care of your bit. Anyway, that same one, they did my little junta. They decided not to give me that quarter check. I come to find out he was the one that feels some type of way. Well, he gets into it with Boy CO in the dorm. So Boy CO's like, man, that's it. Fuck that shit, bitch. Lace up. We're gonna do it right here in the cell, man. What's up? And he's like, oh, you can look at his face, man. Just like, damn, Boy CO for real. But he disrespected the man. And he's like, lace up, bitch. What's up, man? What the fuck? Lace up. We fit to do it. He goes, Mondo, watch that door. I said, bet. So I get over by the door, AR, whatever. And so I get by the door, and old boy reached down like he's tying his shoe. And I open the door because I see the boss man walking. I said, man, he's fixing to go into his office. So we fixing to be good, dog. So I do that. Poof, my motherfucker shoot right by me, knocking over the people at the computers. You know, they had that little computer there. And the telephones. You running through people, pushing the motherfuckers out the way, diving in the fucking CO office, slam that door shut. Said, man, please help me. They're fixing to kill me. Please help me.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he didn't want to fade that whooping, though. One man was going to fight him. One man was going to fight this. That was a homeboy that was supposed to stand up for us in a riot, dog. One man was going to fight this fair. Just one man, fair fight. I feel disrespected. We're going to fight. It's going to be done after that. He went and checked his bitch ass in, homie. He had a locker full of shit. We got all his food, his baby mama butt naked, all that shit, dog. We had all that shit. Fuck. The guard came to pack his shit, was like, oh, it's like that. Okay. He didn't have nothing in the shoe.
Ain't no shit left, huh?
Nope. But that was one of the worst. Like, I mean, as far as just did him bad, that motherfucker deserved every bit of that. But yeah, dude, I seen one dude come out the cell on K2 fool. He had a roll of toilet paper. He just started throwing it. He's a white guy with long hair. He started throwing it at the black dudes. Yeah, you know. And I don't know any car. I don't know if it was GD. I don't know what car it was. Just a bunch of black dudes in there. And he come out like he was riding a horse like this on that K2. He starts throwing toilet paper up. He grabs it and just throws it at the black dudes. And they're like, what the fuck? The guard comes out, man. They had to bring sergeants in that motherfucker. He running around. Well, when they opened his cell door, he had got all his shampoo and lotion and shit. He poured it all over. The bed. Motherfuckers were slipping and sliding all in that bitch. That was crazy. Wow. Yeah.
Went crazy. The craziest.
Yeah, they ended up whooping his ass when he come up out the shoe though for that.
I know they did. The craziest that I seen was a guy went nuts in there and started beating on the wall, yelling for his mama, dog, and like literally had two big ass knives in his cell. And the guy that was inside with him was so scared because he had these knives. He was flipping, he was tripping. He literally yelled, "Say, man, get the law. We need help. Oh, we need help." Because he was scared. He thought he was gonna kill him in there. In that bed. He was a big dude with two knives. When the cops come, it takes him so long that he had already calmed down. Like he was back normal. You know, shit only lasts about 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
He calmed down and he was puking in the toilet, like throwing up. They said, "Show us your face." When he lifted up, they sprayed him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Sprayed the whole cell, left him in there, just left him in there after they sprayed him, then come back out, took them to the shoot for like 30 days just for, I don't know what, come back. But, you know, one time they were having a meeting and literally, you know how every now and then Rank will come in the wing, tell everybody shut up, and they'll give you a little speech. Hey, y'all fucking up too bad. Y'all need to stop. Don't fight in the dorms. Go fight on the yard, whatever they tell you.
Right.
So literally every man, they called every man, come to the day room. Wake your partners up. Come on. Me and my celly ducked back in the cell and we fired up a fat ass joint, dog. They're like, fuck these people. You know what I'm saying? We are not going out there. As we're sitting there, here comes the fucking Sarge rolling through, dog. And he's taking sales? Yeah, making sure everybody came out there. He sees us sitting in there, and I literally got the fucking joint in my hand, bro. And I say, and swallow that bitch on him.
Yep.
Oh, man, he's seen me do it, man.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to kick my motherfucking ass, AR. He literally came in there and said, "You stupid motherfucker, what you just eat?" I say, "Nothing." He said, "Bullshit." You can smell it. Look, he's like, y'all smoking in this motherfucker. What the fuck? I say, look, man, we don't want no problems. We just didn't want to hear the speech, man. We already doing time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Get y'all stupid ass out and go listen to the speech. And that was it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But I thought, oh man, we're going to the hole. We're in trouble.
yeah.
Whatever. When we
I
got
thought
out,
so too. One hit me on count time. I'm doing the same thing. He did back on me like that. I said, "Fuck, you can come fuck with me after count time." I never saw that fool again.
see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how my first day on Vito, same thing. Get caught. People don't understand. On a real prison,
Mm.
they leave you
They
alone.
ain't beating that shit. They don't want no paperwork, dog.
No, they don't care about it.
Mm.
Oh, that place had one law named Shakedown Shorty. You remember him? The little African?
Oh yes, 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 yeah,
That
yeah,
was the worst fucker I've ever seen in my
yeah.
life.
There's always one, dog. There's always one.
Shakedown Shorty would just walk around in a circle, randomly pull people over and search the hell out of them, and almost every time find a knife or something on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And he's filing that paperwork. I don't know how he. I mean, I'm surprised somebody didn't kill that law right there.
I
I know.
know. Yeah.
I used to wonder, you know how they rotate compounds? You think Shakedown Shorty was acting like that at the USP too, or he was just doing that at the meeting?
I probably have to meet you. I don't think you're gonna be acting. I mean, you got lifers over there that don't give a fuck no more. You know what I mean? They just don't give a fuck.
I don't think
They on that type of time, you know.
Imagine how bad he probably was if he went to the camp or the low. He probably was over there abusing folks or something.
Yeah, remember how we was talking like how you would have felt like if you'd have had a child while you was locked up. You know what I mean? I did, and man, I saw some men the whole time I was locked up. Though my baby mama got remarried to a fireman. He fat dude. He's cool as ice, man. My kids like him. He treats them right. And so when I got out, I met him for the first time, man. I pulled that man to I came in my baby mama's house. She invited me in. I'm picking up my kids. I said, "Excuse me, Bubba, can I talk to you for a minute outside?" So they both looked at me like, "Man, I just got out." And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." So we go in the garage. I said, "Man, I want to personally thank you, dog." I said, "I was one of the few men in prison that I slept good at night, knowing my kids were safe, sound. I know my baby mama taking care of them. I know gonna do that, and I know she ain't gonna put up with shit. So I know you right to it. I know I put that woman through hell, so you ain't getting away with a motherfucking thing." But anyway, I slept good at night, dog, because I knew y'all was taking care of my kids, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. I do. He was like, man, he touched him. He was like, oh man, thank you, no problem.
You thought you was gonna try to fight him or something. You and that.
Yeah. I wasn't on that type. No, man, I was for real, man, because I remember hearing people on the phone crying, "Where my baby at? Where my mom? Trying to find their baby mom, or trying to find the kids, or seeing their mom at visit, saying the same thing. You ain't see my wife? Where my kids at?" I mean, I couldn't imagine, dog. I don't know what the fuck I would do, bro.
Man,
I don't know.
I know now. I'd just be I literally, like we said, man. You see the men that actually care about their children,
yeah,
they're having horrible bids. Not saying you didn't, like you explained why you could relax a little, but the ones that know they left their kids stuck out, there's nobody out there. I'd see it eat them alive, man. But then some guys, I guess, would put it out their mind and say,
I get it. If you got enough time, it's hard if you're a father and you love your babies, but it's either you got to get your prison mind right, or you're going to be on that type of time where your mind ain't right. You know what I mean? So I had to kind of do both. I was lucky in that aspect, but I still have my prison mind. Like, it is what it is. I got to do what I got to do. I didn't want to add no more time to my sentence, but I knew what I was in. You know what I mean? I knew a riot could cause. If I accidentally stab somebody at the USP and they die, I know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do what I had to do.
Man, here's why I'm conflicted on a lot of things. And shout out to Hollywood, West Dallas. He explained something to me about how his shit went that kind of changed my mind, but kind of didn't. He had a special woman, I guess, by his side. But I always said, if a man gets a life sentence, 50, 60, 80, and he loves that woman, he probably needs to let her go. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to kill her slowly on the outside. You're going to make her life miserable and all that. But then I see this man here, shout out to him and his wife. They're now 35 years in on their relationship. They're still married. They're still together. They're still going strong.
He's still locked up?
No, he's free. Been out 10 years now. That's what I'm saying. But still with the woman that he was with when he caught the case.
Yeah.
Still with the woman that came to visit. Still with the woman that came to pick him up. And
man, he got one true. Man,
man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing. But I don't know how I would be able to handle that situation, man, because I'd probably just say, hey, go on about your life, man. Because on my little Fed bid, I told my chick that, hey, man, do whatever you got to do. I left my chick with a car and a bunch of money, dog. When I took off, I said, you got to handle yourself,
Yeah.
but don't forget about me too.
Yeah.
And she was good at balancing that. I talk a lot of shit about her and everything. We're not together no more, but at that time, yeah, she was getting what she needed from whoever she needed it from.
Yeah.
But I bet you I never heard about it on a Sunday, and every Sunday she was still there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
still
Right.
eating my sandwiches. There was times, bro, she would drive up there to Beaumont, which is, man, that's like 90 miles away. She worked all night, drive to Beaumont, load up them vending machines, give me my shit,
Have you laid out for it?
and maybe only stay 30 minutes. She said, babe, I just wanted to make sure you ate good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
That
saying?
what's up, man. That what's up. That's
Yeah,
cool, man. Ain't
I'm
a lot
like,
of motherfuckers that got that shit.
I know it. I'd say
Yeah.
appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got to do it. But she do it
Yeah.
anyway.
Right. Dude,
So
my baby mama, not my girl now, but my baby mama, we was together when I went and did my first bid. Right. She came every weekend, dog. Every weekend for 5 years straight. Missed one weekend out of 5 years. Missed one weekend. They were camping with their family and they got flooded in. They couldn't come back home, so she couldn't make the trip that weekend. Every weekend, dog. 5 years. We got out, we got married, had 3 kids, stayed together till I got back in the game, man. We stayed together. I got out in 2000. We got married in 2001. We got divorced 2012. I was back, because I started back in the game full time. Got locked up at the end of 13, and shit. I mean, she moved on. She told me, man, she's like, at that time, bro, she's like, I'm scared. You got so much shit going on, AR. She said, I'm scared that the feds might come in and take our house, our kids, or I don't know what. She don't know what I'm doing, but she knows that all she knows is the money's not fitting in the safe no more. That's what, you know what I mean? So she's like, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but I'm scared now, so we need to stop. I'm like, what you mean stop? I'm just starting. What you talk about?
For us, what you mean?
Yeah. I'm like, you don't mind them $10,000 tents I bought you, or we've been to Jamaica, we've been to the Cayman Islands. I mean, these kids got more steps on their passport than some rappers, dog. Come on. I was like, are you serious right now? She's like, I'm serious. I go, bye. And man, you know what I mean? And a year later, I get busted, so.
And when you're sitting in USP Beaumont, don't you?
I get that. I talk to my kids on the phone. Oh, hey, daddy, they don't know no better. Hey,
Dad,
mama gets married this weekend.
You wish you would have listened to her, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But see, I do and I don't, because if I wouldn't have this woman I have today.
Well, I know, but I'm saying back then.
Yeah, but no, in that, yeah, I feel what you mean. But yeah, but man, when it hurt, man, when I'm talking to her and she say, "Oh, daddy, this weekend, mama's getting married and we're gonna, man, I was with that woman when she was 15 years old. She's 48 years old now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, long
time. So we'll change subject, but at the same time, when she see that money not fitting in that safe, fam, and she's already rolled one bid with you, she probably
yeah. That's what it was. That's what it was. That's exactly what she said.
I ain't doing it again, my man. She was smart. I'm gonna give it to her like
absolutely. That. I agree. She said, I ain't doing this again. I can't. I ain't got another bid in me. I can't do it. These kids, I got 3 kids. Mondo, I can't do this. I was like, well, fuck. I mean, I ain't stopping, man. I mean, I'm making like just fucking around. I'm making like $25,000 a week fucking around.
Bro, when
I'm fixing to turn it up.
When I went fed, bro, and I was leaving and shit, I ain't even discussed everything I was doing, because when I first started this channel, I was on parole, and some of that shit.
I'm off everything.
Me too. But some of that shit wasn't 7 years ago and all that, and I didn't want to talk about it.
Sure.
Incriminate myself, but I'm getting to the point where I'll talk about a little bit of it. But
yeah,
I'm going out of town making this cash, dog. I started making so much cash dealing with people I don't understand. Now it's mandatory. I need this gun, because I would try to take people out of town with me, bro, that didn't have nothing to do with it, no money, no nothing, didn't even have a ride down there, and I would catch them trying to pass out their numbers and take people and try to plug in and trying to copy me. So I say, you know what? There's nobody else riding down here with me. I'm gonna do it by myself now. I'm just gonna bring old Nina with me, and she's coming, and that's it. So here I go, getting so much money where I'm coming back with these duffel bags and got my center console full and all this shit, and a gun is now mandatory. So literally, my chick at the time said, I like this money. Everything's good. You say you fixing to buy this house and shit. I was trying to buy this house at the time that was for sale cash and almost got it. But she said, what happens if you get caught? She asked me that. What happens if you get caught? And I said, well, I just fade whatever happens, but I don't think I'm going to get caught. So let's go. And now I don't consider myself a dumb motherfucker or none of that shit. But I don't know why I was telling myself I don't feel like I'm going to get caught. I was hoping I didn't get caught at that time. How about that?
We all was, yeah.
Yeah. Then here I go, caught. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, man, I should have listened to her. You know what I mean? That's all why I asked you that. I was thinking to myself in the cell the first night, I should have listened to her,
Me
man.
too. Me too,
It
dog.
wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? But
Well,
listen, I
another.
want to change
Yeah, go
subject
ahead.
a
Go
little
ahead.
bit
Go ahead.
about some of the politics and affairs because some of the things I didn't understand. See, when I left the state, the blast in the state was Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, and Austin.
It still is.
But when I showed up over there, it sure seemed like San Antonio, West Texas, and the Vayuco
No,
was
no,
running.
no. See that where you got
What
it
was happening?
mistaken. Okay, man. See, that's the thing, dog.
You got to explain what was happening. Was everybody cool at least,
No,
or
no,
y'all staying calm?
okay. Let me tell you something. Tango is a broad statement. You know what I mean? Tango means like they can mean Tango Sananto, Tango Vayuco. You know what I mean? The Tango Corpitos or Tango Blast. You know what I'm saying? So in the feds, it's Tango. You know what I mean? We aren't one. We blasted, but if it's riot, we all one.
Everything.
All of it.
Right.
Dongles are one. If it's that time. If it's just on, if I say I got a problem with Tango Vayuco, then we're gonna take it in my cell and knock it out and just keep it like that. So we ain't starting a whole issue between the whole Tango and Tango. That's how we take care of that. But in the state, they on some different time, man. Like Sanato don't really fuck around with the blast too much because they fuck around with the Mexican mafia. You know what I mean? They kind of and the blast was known back in the day to fuck with the TS, and those two don't like each other already. So in the state, it's a lot. You don't have all the other country. I mean, all the other states in there. Fuck, we just got Texas. You know what I mean? You ain't got no other LA. You ain't got you got the ABTs. You ain't got all the other gangs and shit from all the other states fucking with you. So you got a lot of more. I won't say a lot of more politics. A lot of more Texas politics going on in the state. Compared to the feds.
All right. Listen, when I got there, y'all literally was unbelievably in control on the Hispanic side. I ain't gonna lie, it was the most powerful control I ever seen.
It's numbers, dog. Yeah.
It was a numbers game. It was unbelievable how many. But at the same time, there were some RUs, there were some Paisas, there were some Sureños from California. There was some Latin Kings had a big car over there. There was a big Latin King car, and they rode with the black people though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. Latin Kings
ride
with the blacks. They ride with the GDs, and the GDs and BDs and Latin Kings pretty much united and made a big old car if anything happened to them.
Right.
They were all Midwest gangs. You know what I mean?
Yep.
People don't understand that. So that's what I didn't understand. So literally,
Marcelli at the low was a Latin King.
Okay, cool.
Cool dice,
was
man.
there anybody on that penitentiary over there that had called like say so for all tangos, or was each one had their speaker?
No, each one had their speaker.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
So as you're working your way in the federal system, when was your first time in the Fed speaking for a wing or dorm or whatever? When did it happen? At the medium or at the low? Or
well, it happened real quick at the medium because one of my homeboys got busted, and so they ran him to the shoe. They caught this fool with some heroin, dog. So, and the last I heard, they shipped him to like Indianapolis, Indiana, or some shit, and way the fuck out. And so yeah, I spoke up there for like 6 months, but he already had shit sewed up. You know what I mean? So I wasn't doing that. My thing, bro, was like, this is my thing, dog. I did the same thing over there. I'm gonna take care of the homies, and I'm gonna make sure we don't draw any heat from the cops, dog. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna make sure when you come in, Tim, if you're my homeboy, you're gonna have some shower shoes, you're gonna have some soap, you're gonna have a toothbrush, you're gonna have some toothpaste, you're gonna have some shorts, some ragged out tennis shoes till maybe you can get some, but you're gonna be all right, man. You're gonna have a couple soups, some coffee. We're gonna take, and I make sure like I don't do it like that. I get all the homeboys in my cell, and Burleson would tell me, you come by and sit in on some of them. Man, I was like, hey, Skits, just buy a couple toothbrushes, dog. And get one thing is shower shoes. Get two toothpaste. You know what I mean? I'm gonna buy this, and we all just make care packages, dog. To look out for the homies. And because a lot of them fools there, especially where we were, they were about to go home. The other ones was going just starting. You know what I mean? The rest of the floor.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought, man, I just kind of just kept the peace, man, because I was on that going home time, man, for real.
Course, yeah. So here's something that was confusing to me as I got to know you, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you can fight. I know you know how to do all this other confidence, but you never were ruling these guys or telling them what to do with no iron fist. I never seen you.
We don't roll like that,
mean or disrespectful. I never seen anything like that. Like never I never seen any guy under you have a reason to not like you that I could see from the outside looking in.
Right.
I'm wondering, how did it come to you? Was it because you had the experience, the age? Like, how does AR get these
Right.
kids? Like,
Well, check it out. When I got to, for instance, when I got to FDC, we had a homeboy out of Port Arthur. I think I told you, Red, cool. Shout out Red, cool the motherfucker. Wedo, they call him. He looked like Canelo, but on juice, man. Boy, yoked up. I got Rodriguez across his back, cool the motherfucker, man. And he was speaking for us in there. He was about 5 days from going home, man. So he left. We didn't have no speaker, and we had just got there. Me and 3 homies from there, and we were already about 22 deep in there, 15, 18 deep, something like that. So I'm like, I got the homeboys together and say, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Whoever wanted, you've been here a little bit longer, you want to speak. I just got here a minute ago. He said, like, well, you've been locked up before? I mean, I done state time. I said, I just came up from here. Man, you got the keys, dog. You got the keys. I said, bet. I ain't tripping. Yeah, it went like that. And I mean, I got all 4 stars on my back. I told you, I didn't put that E on my back, but I got all 4 stars on my back for a reason, dog, from the state. And so, yeah, they knew I came in with a little something, that I've been down before. I've been through this shit already, A lot of them haven't, man. This is their first. Some of them, they were just doing a little 2-year bid at FDC and going home. They didn't even hit it. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I got my little daughter waking up. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, take your time, brother.
Yep, I'll be right back. Man, all right, man. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good.
So literally, from speaking at the medium over there and then at the low, here's where we talked about earlier. The USP is deadly. No fighting, knife play, people dying. You say probably 5, 6 got stabbed in 6 months over there.
Life flighted, dog.
Come to the medium, and it's literally Royal Rumbles, nonstop fighting in the cells, fighting on the yard. And I didn't see too much in the chow hall, but everywhere else besides the chow hall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
hey, okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You remember that fight in the chow hall with like you said, I think you might have got there. I want to say he was there when you were there though. Boycio fought his co-defendant in the you remember that Mexican dude Rico? They jumped his ass in the on the rec yard.
Man, was he kind of stocky?
Yeah, tall a little bit.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Okay, well, he had kickdoored like this other dude, this other homeboy that was locked up in the world. He kickdoored his baby mama house, pistol whipped her, and took some shit, and then he got locked up. He was a homeboy, so they smashed him off the yard. You know what I mean, real quick. And he he was already a homeboy in the state. Got out. Went, knew his baby mama was still running some shit for him. Kicked that door and beat the shit out of her. Took all his shit. Got locked up behind it, on that charge. So when he hit the yard, man, they dropped that. So that was another one I meant to tell you, man. That's where I thought, okay, there was another dude they dropped that kind of looked like you, fool. So that's why I thought that's where that was coming from. I was like, oh, they think you were him, is what I was thinking.
You know what Mono and them really said, and at the end, what his explanation was to me was, honey, it was supposed to be somebody else that looked just like you, and that's what he said.
I told you. Is it how long? I don't remember how long I was at FDC when you came, man. I wish I could remember that. Or you left before me.
Yeah. Do you remember when I was over there? I remember that case. Listen, they came in and told us none of us could use the text message service anymore, or it's a major case and you ain't going home. And 4 of us kept using it. It was like, we're about to find out if this real or not. And we all got called in and got the major cases.
Yeah.
I ended up taking that time or adding that to my halfway house, believe it or not. I literally had to stay longer. Yeah. And they told me that's what they said, bro, you still gonna have the same release date. You're just gonna have to stay in the halfway house longer or some shit like that. How I went. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But I literally slid by that major case on that one, man. I was lucky. But look, I want to ask you about the low. Look what I'm saying. Now, your USP where they kill you, medium where you got to fight at the drop of a dime. You go to a low now, no paperwork checking, no nothing, and almost anything allowed. What's
Yeah.
the feeling? Are you
They
thinking
just running, man. Everybody
nice,
running
or are
wild.
you thinking this is some bullshit? I don't like this.
No, I didn't like it, dog. I like the medium better. Just more structure at the medium. I mean, they fighting, but it's more structure over there. Running wow, man. People walking around smoking K2 in the rec yard and shit. You know, I'm like, God damn, they didn't give a fuck over here, dog. They didn't give a fuck. I mean, making hooch out in the open, drinking hooch out in the open. I mean, I was like, these fools, they're a totally different type of time, man, from the
Right.
USP and the medium. And they feel like when you coming from the medium, they're like, "Damn, homeboy, you fixing to be all right, man," because it's so laid back. I'm like, "All right, well, I'm ready to fade that quarter check. You know, what up?" Like, man, stop it, dog. We ain't doing that over here, man. Come on. Like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So the first time, like literally, you realize because them other ones, the medium and the USP train you, they hunt these
Yeah.
sex offenders, man. They're looking for them. They hunting rats. They want to find them. They're hoping one comes through for
They
some
get some
action.
action, man. They want some action. Yeah.
So when you get over there, and
Oh,
you
get this. Let me tell
wow,
you this. You got to wait. They don't do no paperwork checking. Well, I don't know about you, but I didn't. They made sure I didn't have no paperwork when I went in. The prison system made sure I didn't have no paperwork when I went in. They did a damn good job of it. So what they do is like, hey, homeboy, we got to check that paperwork. Hey, tell your people, you got to go to this address. I was like,
no, listen what they were doing, what we would do.
oh,
Like period is the first thing they want to see, and the only thing that you could come through was a docket sheet. Remember?
yeah. I still got that.
All right. If your docket sheet took more than 9 months, you're under heavy investigation. Okay. If your docket sheet only takes you from arrest to sentencing 9, 10 months, maybe 11 or 12 at the maximum, you're on a normal schedule. You didn't get caught, postpone things, go work for them, help, and then get your downward departure and all that other
Yeah, I
shit.
didn't know.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
401, what's that thing? That 401k or what was it? That
401k, yes, sir.
yeah,
That's what you don't want to see on nobody's paperwork. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Or Rule
Five,
35 is the other one. Rule
yeah.
35, and I believe a Rule 35, if I'm not mistaken, was when they tell themselves home from the inside. And a 401k is the damn one where they get it at court because they cooperated.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
they would tell me that when I was checking paperwork when homeowners were going home, like what to look for. You know, I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know. You know,
no, now y'all, I know for a fact, had a PO box in the world that the family had to mail it to. You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? If your
Yeah.
paperwork didn't show up there, what was happening to them?
Shit, to run up top, they tell you, man, you got 30 days, bitch. If we don't have that shit in 30 days, you either run your ass up top or we're gonna run you up top our way. One of the two.
It's too, huh? So
Yeah.
literally how it went for me, bro, is I pull up on my wing. I asked where the Crips at because I'm on some state time type shit. And one of the black guys says, shit, I don't even know if there are any Crips in here or not. And I'm like, what? How the hell don't you know? You're going to see homies locking C's, doing all this,
Yeah.
yelling.
I don't know.
They said, I think Ro from Dallas is a Crip. Go holler at Ro. He lives in that cell. When I go up there, I say, look out, cuz, you cripping? He was like, yeah. He said, what's up? Where you from? I'm like, Galveston. He said, oh, shit. Man, go talk to that dude downstairs in such and such cell. And he sent me to go talk to my partner. Well, I didn't know who he sent me to go talk to. So look, I go open up the cell door, knock on it, open it up, and I see a blood from Galveston. And I'm like, what? Did he just set me up? What kind of bullshit would you send me to a blood cell?
Yeah.
And when I got arrested and booked in, he got arrested and booked in the exact same day. That's how I even met this man. And we never seen each other since. Shout out to my partner eBay from Galveston. Because look, when I go in, I say, man, you're that dude that was in the tank with me. Okay. And in the tank, look how the police try to do me when they were doing my little file and shit. They say,
I already know.
Look, they said, we got us an Aryan brother right here being funny. Because my file literally still said Crip on it from the state. I say, man, y'all know damn well I'm rolling 60, man. Cut the fucking shit. And they say, we just got you. I say, you didn't get shit, homie. I got it tattooed all over me. What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just kind of looked at me. But this guy heard me saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he knew I was serious about everything and all that. From the moment he laid eyes on me in the feds, he embraced me, dog. It was no bullshit, no like, oh man, he was the one saying, oh, we got us another tight white, y'all. And he was laughing. And literally it was cool, man, because he embraced me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no problems. But he laced me up. It was only 4 of us on that medium from Galveston. We had a 4-man car for real, dog. It was crazy. So when I meet the other two homies, here's the story that's crazy. One of them, he said, hey, it's all good, welcome, but we're gonna need to see your paperwork, homie. I say, I ain't got no problem with that, dog. I say, but they told me any man here asking for my paperwork needs to show me their paperwork. And there was never again talk about that. So that told me something right there. Hey, man, this guy's fucking funny, bunny. You
Yeah.
know, something
He
ain't
trying
right.
to check you. He trying to check you.
Yeah, you trying to check me, but you can't show me shit. So I need to get away from you. And literally, I started getting away from that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still mess with my other two partners from Galveston, but after that, basically, I guess you could say I was in the Houston car. Literally, I started every day, all day, Houston folks. My partner Rico, Glenn Ray, you remember Glenn Ray and all them. So that's what I did. Gator, you remember Gator though? Gator
I remember Gator. Yeah.
Gator was the one that was selling with BG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this. Me and Gator used to go to Scrabble War. Remember that Scrabble games and how serious they were?
Yeah.
When I came in, there was a man there that was undefeated. Nobody could beat him. We sat down and played, and he beat me by 1 point. And didn't want to give me a rematch. And for the whole time, he's in that bitch just capping like I'm undefeated. I said, give me a rematch. Nah, man, you ain't got nothing moved. So when they had the tournament, you remember how they played the tournaments?
Yeah.
You remember the Muslim guy from California with the beard, the black guy? He was red-skinned, like can't remember his name. Had a deep voice, man. What was his name? Black guy. Man, I can't remember, man. I remember he was one of the Scrabble guys all the time over there with him. He used to play in the corner over there, kind of right in front of your cell. Matter of fact. So look, I sat down with him.
Oh, yes, I do remember who you're talking about. Yes, I do remember who you're talking about. Yeah. The only Muslim dude we had for a minute.
Right. Yeah. Right. And anyway, he wore a little thing on his head and everything. When we sat down,
I remember.
When we sat down, he had just beat the guy that was undefeated. Literally, he beat the undefeated guy for the first time ever. He was so happy. He sat down and realized I'm finna tear him off the bone. And he got lucky on that last one. I literally put the letters down. I say, homie, I'm finna let you win. He say, what? I say, I'm finna let you win, man. He say, you serious? I say, just don't say nothing. Let's play. And look, I let him win. And the reason I did it is because I knew he was fixing to go put it in the other cat's face unbelievably. And I wasn't going to say shit. You understand? So when I let him win, he jumps up, going, I'm the champ, I'm the man. Oh, he was all happy.
This motherfucker, yeah.
And I say, I let his ass win. I told somebody, man, I let him win, man. I wasn't gambling, so I didn't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just a lot of petty, stupid shit like that would be going on. Nothing major at that FDC.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. But you know what? I seen a lot of shit at that place that literally did get me ready for the free world, dog. Like I can go in your cell and talk to you and hang out, somebody up there, whatever.
You know who used to do that too? I was just gonna tell you a second ago. Big C, he would come in and in my cell, just kick it, man. Just sit down, bullshit. What's up? And he would see me at visit, or hey man, I saw your family. Just chop it up, man. And not on no Crip shit or not on no Tango blast shit. Man, we just chopping it up, man. You know what I mean? That's cool. I like that.
Man, C did 12 in the state, and then they shipped him to Beaumont Medium, where he had to do another 4 over there. You know it, and he was hard to. Okay, this is gonna be one of the last stories, and then we're gonna talk about what we got going, what me and AR got going, y'all. So don't stay tuned. It's gonna be one of the best stories here. One of the craziest times ever in the feds, ever in prison, ever in my life, okay, was me getting jumped on, me getting beat up, all this other shit, getting transferred, coming in, having to meet AR. I'm nervous as hell. It's literally a high stress time. All right. So when I walk into FDC, I didn't go to the low. I literally just stayed at the medium. So when I get to the FDC AR, I see the same shit like at the low where these child molester dudes and shit have a table. And it was nothing to y'all because y'all just came from the lows and the camps and shit, and y'all had been already used to seeing something like this. But the same shock you felt when you got to the low is what I felt when I got to FDC. Okay. So I'm
knowing damn well you can't touch those motherfuckers, man.
No, you can't touch them fools. They're so well protected there, but they're just not allowed at the medium of the USP. So they're not. That's an inmate thing.
Right.
can't protect them there because them men have nothing to lose. You can protect them at a low and a medium because almost people have a lot to lose. You know what I mean? A lot of money, business, visits, and they're going home. They don't want no extra time.
Right.
So anyway, as I get here, AR and them literally sit on the backside of them and never even say a fucking word to these guys. Like, man, y'all would just totally ignore these motherfuckers. Or if y'all needed a chair, I would watch y'all take their goddamn chair. That was about it. You know what I'm saying? Give me that chair. Now one of these chomos are standing up or something. Yeah. All right. So I just like, you know what? Hey, there's a million gangsters in here. Nobody says shit because this is how it goes. I'm not going to say nothing. That's for damn sure. Yeah. And then maybe 2 months later, Big C coming in the door. First thing he does when he walk in the door, I say, look at bro. What's up? You know what I'm saying? And he sees, now he done damn went to war for me. Love me, dog. We're like real tight friends. So he's happy as hell. He runs over there, man, you know, give me a big old hug and say, man, I thought they did something worse to you. Boy, you look all right.
He knew for the medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jumped on me, see the one that fixed everything. You know what I'm saying? So we're really tight, dog. He put his life on the line for me, man. You know what I mean? And I never got to tell him thank you.
Bet. Okay,
so first thing I do, I take him in the cell. Yo, see, man, I just want to tell you, thank you, bro. And like, literally, can you tell me what happened after I left? And you know what he told me?
What did happen?
He said, I don't even want to talk about that, man. I don't want to talk about that no more. That's what he told me. Bet. So I'm like, what you mean, bro? I want to know so bad. He said, man, I don't even want to talk about that shit no more, you know, and all that. And we'll talk about that again when we do another, bro, you know, because I got a whole story about that. But he would never even break down the situation on how it ended up and finished over there to me. But he did once we got free. You know what I'm saying? So we're riding, chilling, hanging out that day. The next day, he comes back in my cell, mad as hell, and tells me, yo, man, what the fuck's up with these child molesters having their own TV? Why didn't you take this motherfucker already? And he's serious.
Yeah, he is serious.
I said, what you mean why I didn't take it already? He said, man, you mean you just been sitting here while these motherfuckers got their own TV? I said, yeah, me and 100 other motherfuckers, like, I ain't, you know, it was like that when I got here. What's he say, man? That ain't finna happen no fucking more. Not while I'm here. He say, nah, that's now Black TV. They got us fucked up. And C went outside himself. Of course, I came with him.
I remember.
Yeah, I came with him. I ain't gonna lie. That's my dude. I'm coming in. You just went to war with me. So whatever the fuck you decide, I gotta ride with you. Come straight out and unplugs the fucking TV and said, look, man, I got something to say to everybody. This is not a fucking sex offender TV no goddamn more. All you bitch ass motherfuckers need to start staying in your fucking cell. And it's a Black TV now. And they looked at him like, he's got to be playing.
Yeah. They so well protected, dog. They was like, what?
They just did whole bids with nobody doing this shit. And now they're fixing to go home and somebody's doing it to them. And when C said, I'm not fucking playing, get y'all bitch ass up. Man, I'll be damned if they didn't get the fuck up.
Yep.
Walk in their goddamn cells. And from the rest of the time on, they was playing board games in their fucking cell. They didn't get to watch TV no more. You know what I'm saying? It was
stayed that way. It stayed that way after that.
Yep. Nobody got it back, huh? Nah, because nobody wanted to give it back to him. You know what I mean? So even at the friendliest spot in the world, he come over on that stay time, that medium time, and took the TV, man. I couldn't believe that.
More power to him. You know what I mean? Shit.
Nobody could say shit, man. So anyway, listen, we got an hour and a half right now. That's just where I like to close it. This is my bro though, man. And we got something that we're starting right now where move your head for a second, let them see that UFC behind you.
A bit.
You see that right there? Ultimate Fighting Championship. When we talk about AR being an MMA fighter, he's also you tell him, what all do you do right now? What's life like after prison for AR? You tell him.
Man, now it's been good now, dog. I have my ups and downs, bro, like everybody else. I lucked out. I didn't burn no bridges when I left, man. So I had people reaching out at the halfway house. So I got a job, computer support, customer support, internet phone company, good job paying insurance and everything. Stayed there for a while. And then I got me a girl, dog, that probably the best thing that's ever happened to me, bro, for real. And behind my back, I mean, she got me 100% front. Man, she's standing in front of me. And I've been teaching here at the house. I was doing just like one-on-one personal training, self-defense, MMA stuff. Some people just want to learn. most of the people just don't even know how to throw a punch, dog. Some of them, so it's just basic. And man, now I got like 6 or 7 people trying to, hey man, what's up, man? Hey, my friend want to train with me too, and so I wanted, I'm finally starting my own thing now, dog. Start ex-con MMA, start giving back a little bit. And I ain't charging nothing crazy, man. I'm just trying to help out whoever need help want to learn how to fight a little bit,
Right. It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm proud of you. Like literally what he's saying is he's now an MMA trainer, teaching people.
Yeah.
Has a spot where he does it at, y'all.
I got a school too. I got an MMA school that I can train and teach at as well at the house too. Also, if you want to do one-on-one or if you want to go up to the schools, whatever.
Yeah. So see, whatever you want to do, man. And if you're looking for it, if you have a kid, you do kids too. I know you do.
Yeah. The youngest 5 years old, dog. Precision MMA, man. It's an amazing school, man. You can look it up on the internet. We're affiliated together, so if they get some one-on-one that just wants self-defense, he'll shoot them my way. If I get somebody that's like, hey, he's ready for the UFC, I'll shoot them their way. They take it from there. They'll do local fights and then shoot them on up. But so that's how we work.
Okay, so I helped AR get everything together.
Everything, dog. My whole YouTube channel, thank you, dog. Yeah.
Listen, we're putting the link in the description, y'all. So when you see the first link up, that's my man right here starting an MMA podcast.
They go both ways.
It's literally going to be breaking down UFC fights, probably uploading tips on how to do things, stuff like that at one time, live videos, answering questions, things like that. And the reason that I'm so willing to support it, everything, one, he's my man, you know what I'm saying? Two, he's so passionate about this. Like now it's been years now that I've known the dudes, and he literally lives, sleeps, eat, and breathes UFC, MMA, boxing, bare knuckle fighting, stuff like that. Like it's his passion. So anybody that's actually watching this, man, we ask you to tap that link right there. Help him change his life and keep it right, just like mine, because YouTube is a hell of a motivator. It gives you something positive to focus on. Gives you it's a as long as you don't use this platform for bullshit, it's a great thing in life. And I know you're a grown man.
Right, dog.
So I mean, do you have any what do you want to do on your podcast? Have you thought about it? Like what you basically everything I said?
Man, exactly what you just said, bro. I want to have some live podcasts, maybe like post fight, like how the fight went and break down the rounds and stuff like that. How, if it was a submission, if it was a knockout or whatever, or if it was bare knuckle, or we watch a Canelo fight, just break it down. And then have some like MMA videos, how to self-defense, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. You might even see Tim Snow up there training on a couple videos.
You already know. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real talk.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Brother, I appreciate
and baby girl.
I'm gonna put everything in the link, and we talk. So I'm gonna put everything in the link description. And his channel is brand new, like literally just starting today.
I don't have anything on it yet.
That's okay. Because you can have more subscribers and content. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? So support it, especially guess what? Any of the homies that I know are subscribed here that are Tango Blast, you're Houstone, D-Town, ATX, you better hit that subscribe button. No, you feel me? And support your homie, man. And anybody that just supports an actual real man that's out here changing his life, helping teach others the right way. Gang shit be damn, because he's past that in his life right now. You know what I'm saying? He's a teacher now. Always have been a leader. Now he's a teacher.
Amen,
brother. I love it, man. You know what
I love you too, dog. For real.
I'll catch you later, man, and be careful. Thank you so much, AR, and I'll call you in just a minute, okay?
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Text Prison Stories, like, subscribe, and make sure y'all hit my homie's channel, man.
Thank you.